I'm Katie Lagrone. You may have noticed more video cameras set up to catch drivers speeding through school zones. You'll see a flashing light alerting you to the times you need to slow down. But we've discovered a serious problem. After listening to one driver, he got a ticket for speeding, even though the school speed zone wasn't flashing, and the law allows it.
I made a stop here where it says stop.
We recently met up with Joe Weaver at the scene of the violation.
As soon as I make this right turn here, unbeknownst to me, at this juncture, all I can see is just the poles here.
A pole equipped with a camera to catch drivers speeding near this Hillsborough County elementary school.
The crossing guards were not here.
Back in April, the cameras clocked Weaver going 38 miles per hour in this 20-mile-per-hour school speed zone. Here's the picture of his car from the $100 violation and the video attached online.
The sign says school.
Weaver doesn't dispute it was him behind the wheel or that he was going over the 20-mile-per-hour school zone limit.
I'm not happy about it. It needs to be fixed.
That's because what the camera doesn't show you is this. The sign warning drivers that the speed limit here is 20 miles per hour when flashing wasn't flashing at the time. In fact, it can't.
There's not a device that would afford a light to flash because they did not attach a lighting system or a flashing system to this particular post.
You were issued a violation for speeding in a school zone when their school speed zone sign was not even flashing.
That's the truth.
Even though the sign says speed limit is 20 when flashing.
Yes.
Approved by the legislature in 2023, school speed zone cameras are becoming increasingly popular in Florida. Their intent, improve student safety by deterring dangerous driving around schools. These extra eyes have already been implemented in more than a half dozen Florida cities and counties, with more ready to roll. But they're also mounting confusion and frustration among drivers and local leaders.
It's not serving its intended purpose.
In March, Manatee County commissioners shut down the cameras altogether, some calling them a cash grab. In May, the city of Palm Bay also stopped recording over inconsistencies in the accuracy of information.
I take it very seriously about the safety of the kids.
Last month, Joe Weaver challenged his violation before a special magistrate.
Well, since I didn't see a flashing light, I assumed the speed limit would be 40.
The magistrate agreed with him.
That's a great argument. And I agree with you 100% that if that light is not blinking, people are going to think it's safe to do the speed limit.
Right.
But according to the state's law on school speed zones and cameras, flashing lights aren't necessary and can be used as an alternative to signs that post times when school speed limits are enforced, which in Weaver's case were posted in other parts of the school zone. So according to state law, Weaver was still in the wrong. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, which issued the violation, telling us they don't have discretion over how the law is written, but the magistrate sharing his frustrations.
The statute needs to be revisited. I don't like it.
This was clearly confusing. I mean, if the sign says it's 20 miles an hour or 15 miles an hour when flashing, and there's no flashing on the sign, then I think any reasonable person could say that speed limit is not in effect because the sign is not flashing.
Jay Bieber leads the National Motorist Association, a driver advocacy group critical of all automated enforcement programs, including school speed zone cameras.
They tend to always have, like, we're going to ticket a whole bunch of people that actually probably don't deserve these tickets, and it's not what the program was sold to the public as. And it just becomes a revenue generation scheme.
That sign is out of compliance.
Joe Weaver remains on the hook, $100. The magistrate waived the extra $75 fee Weaver could have been charged just to contest the fine from these new cameras implemented to keep students safe. But critics believe have its eyes set on doing more.
One shouldn't have to guess or be baffled by what's right and what's wrong. I really think it's a money grab.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And you can't ignore there is a lot of money being generated from these cameras. In just the first 2 months of school last year, nearly $3 million worth of violations were issued in the handful of communities with these cameras. Most of the money staying in the area where the violation occurred. Now, we've reached out to lawmakers about revising the law. We'll stay on top of it. I'm Katie Lagrone reporting.